made it. So, day before Christmas Eve, and everybody probably has some plans. I'm with you early today. I have to fly this afternoon, so I wanted to touch base and cover some material. I know yesterday's vlog I didn't have a chance to get on, but we talked about self-talk and the power of positive self-talk. And today, the blog that just came out a little while ago is about basically eating everything at your holiday table and being guilt-free. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. And for those of you, again, that are trying to, I guess, friend request me on my personal page, which is where I shoot this, go to my fan page, which is at Dana Cavalier, Coach Dana Cavalier, and I have more spots available, so we're filling up quick. But anyway, I am sitting here, so if you hear some ocean noise, I'm going to share this with you because it's cool. It's a part of my morning routine when I'm out here. Just grab a cup of coffee and sit out by the water and get your mind right for the day. But when it comes to positive self-talk, that's what I covered yesterday. I think a lot of times the running dialogue in your head will dictate the outcomes of your day, right? So I know last night I had to go to the mall out here and it was mayhem, sheer chaos. And I felt anxious and anxiety, and I caught myself in terms of my thought process was much more accelerated and kind of like dodging and weaving rather than being quiet and more present. And I found that interesting because my actions were starting to change as a result of that. But yesterday I wrote about the power of self-talk and that when you can change your self-talk to that of positive self-talk and catch your rhythms and catch your sequences, it's amazing to hear what you tell yourself on a day-to-day basis, and the key is in catching yourself, but you have to be present enough to do that. If you miss that, then you're in real trouble because you're going to have a long-term sequence going on or a long-term pattern of probably negative or even accelerated self-talk, which will make you feel anxious and excited, okay? So catching ourselves and being very aware of what we're saying to ourselves is super important for our long-term psychological health, as well as the ability to achieve over time. So that's something that we need to be super aware of. And what I also want to talk about is the holiday eating, because I know a lot of people stress about this and they get totally nuts. So I wanted to put just 5 simple tips that'll allow you to eat whatever you want, indulge, guilt-free, and that's really what the holidays are about. So, you're going to see a lot of things where people are going to get on you, hey, watch what you eat, be careful, don't eat the dessert, And my thing is, listen, get out a big plate during the dinner and fill it up. You don't turn it into a pile or a heaping mass, but taste a little bit of everything. Put everything on that plate. If it fits on the plate, you're good to go. And for dessert, get a smaller plate. If it fits on that plate, you're good to go. That way you're at least calorically restricted in a healthy way, and your plate is kind of determining, your choices. And also, too, the one thing you need to be aware of is when you choose a plate, you're going to feel it's kind of got a governor on it, right? I mean, you're not going to fill up a plate and turn it into a heaping pile and then go get another one. So typically the psychology is, I've had a plate of food, I'm good, right? So the same thing goes for dessert. You can slice and dice and put as many different varieties as long as it fits on a small dessert plate. So that's 1 and 2 right there. And number 3 is going into your meal, make sure that you're well hydrated. So throughout the day, fill yourself and pack yourself with water. And that in itself will kind of limit how much intake you take in terms of calories throughout the night or the evening. The other thing is making sure before that big holiday meal that you're going into it fueled with just enough. So if you could take the early part of your day, water, and then fruits and vegetables and a good amount of them, again, your propensity to overeat is going to be a lot less, but you're still going to be able to indulge because we have our plate rules in effect. And lastly, what I'll put in there is, you guys know I'm on this bath kick, and I have been for years, but what I find is if you could throw a good amount of Epsom salt in a bath after a holiday meal with super hot water, it'll actually help you feel super light, and it's really interesting what happens to you. But that fullness will just disappear. So sitting in a 15 to 20 minute soak post holiday meal. You could even do it with any sort of heavy eating that you may do, even if it's not around the holidays, and it'll help you. It'll help you out in terms of feeling lean the next morning, and get rid of any sort of bloating that you may feel as well. So, just a couple simple tips I wanted to share, and I hope everybody has a great holiday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get on tomorrow, but if you guys have any questions, you could just type them in. And sorry for all the phone movement, but my arm gets tired. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys. So positive self-talk, catch your rhythms, catch your patterns, catch your habits. I think you'll find that oftentimes we're a little bit more negative than we should be. And then in terms of the food, follow my 5 rules that I put out for you. And I hope that works out. But anyway, I'm going to sign off, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Take care. Bye.